Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Leo. And Leo, this is your monthly intuitive tarot reading for February 2020. This month, Leo, I'll be working with the beautiful Yogic Life Oracle from Sahara Rose. I have the Rebecca Campbell Work Your Light Oracle and the classic Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck. So I'm going to shuffle these for you on camera, Leo. Now, it can take a while to get the cards out because I don't choose them. So if you want to skip straight to the reading of the cards, please use the timestamp in the description of the video below. So I'm going to call on angel spirits and guides to please give us one card from this oracle deck. And we just wait till it falls out. If a lot of cards come out, Leo, we put them back in. If we just get singles or doubles, we keep them. Can we please have an oracle card for the collective of Leo, please, for February 2020. Here we have it. We have Brahma. Beautiful. Love that. Okay, we'll read that at the end. Now we'll go to the other oracle, guys. Angel spirits and guides, can we please have a card, a message for the collective of Leo for February 2020. Oh, here we go. I've got two. Trust the niggle and don't dim to fit in. Alright, some of you need to trust your intuition, your gut feelings, and not moderate yourself for others this month, Leo. Okay, let's draw the tarot cards on the oracle. Can we please... Oh, two cards for recent past, here they are. Okay, some of you are moving on from a situation that's not emotionally fulfilling, and that may have been blocking you from achieving your own success and independence. Okay, we also have the Three of Wands and the Page of Wands. These cards are not hesitating, Leo. Okay, near future outcome position, please. Spirit, can we please have two cards for... Here we go. Oh, Hanged Man, actually both in reverse, but we'll just put them up the right way because we'll read that into it when we get there. Oh, maybe an ending. Time to release the weights. Something might have been keeping you stuck. Okay, can we please have the advice from Spirit or Tarot, please, for the collective of Leo, February 2020. What do Leo need to know, please? I'm starting to see what's going on in this reading, guys. Some of you are needing to move on from a situation that could have been holding you stuck, and I think some of you may have been blocking that ending as well. Well, too many. Advice from Spirit, please, for the collective of Leo. So don't choose the cards, Leo, because I believe it's your energy that's choosing the cards when they fall out, not mine, so I don't select them for you. I just wait until they come out of the pack. Oh, okay, geez, okay. Judgment, Nine of Wands and the Lovers. Big final decisions, Leo, to bring something to a close. Yeah, look, bottom of the deck we have the High Priestess, really being asked to tune into intuition and trust what you feel is right this month. Okay, guys, let me set the cards up for you and then we'll get straight into reading them. Okay, let's read the cards, Leo. Just to reiterate here, we have recent past position, Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. We have your current energies, we have the Three of Wands and the Page of Wands. Near future outcome, we have Ten of Wands and the Hanged Man. Advice from Tarot or Spirit, we have Judgment, the Lovers, and behind the Lovers we have the Nine of Wands. So I feel like some of you have been in a situation that has been keeping you small, keeping you stuck, and you are really starting to see that you need to complete that. You need to move on to something that's much more emotionally fulfilling for you. It's time to explore new horizons, and it's time for you to work on your own success and achievement. And I feel that, For some of you, you're just getting ready to, getting ready to release, getting ready to move on. But I think it's been quite a journey for you. You're really being asked to trust your intuition about this move, and to really step away from anything that might be having you dim your light. We had that don't dim to fit in oracle card, which we'll come back to at the end. So recent past position. Yeah, I mean, we've got the Eight of Cups there. We've also have the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Yeah. So I really feel like this is you getting clear, getting clarity and vision on what might be blocking your true success, Leo. I think that maybe whatever the situation is that you're needing to complete, in some way it's been dimming your light, dimming your energy. And I think it's had an impact on, your level of achievement that you've been able to pull through, whether that's in work or even putting time and energy into your friendships and your ability to make an income and that kind of thing. Now, the Queen of Swords, she can really see clearly. She is a visionary, and she's a truth seeker as well. So, it could be possible that some information comes to light about this situation, and it's that information that prompts you to think, okay, well, I really need to leave this behind and move on to something that's more in alignment with me. The Queen of Swords, she sits on the cliff edge here, on the cliff top. You can see the scale of her. She's so much bigger than the landscape around her. And from that cliff, she can see with an eagle eye view the whole 365-degree view. So this is about you seeing the full picture of a situation that may be holding you back. And it's using that knowledge to really make a clear, calculated decision for what is best for you in your future, whether that's to move on or to transform the situation in some way. But I feel like this, awakening, this information, this clarity, this vision is going to be transformative in itself for you, because that is the catalyst for making great change, Leo. And that's the catalyst for, leading you to a Nine of Pentacles reality where you are truly shining in your own light and truly able to build your own success, independence, and abundance, because you don't have anything, draining on you or limiting your ability. So I feel like this is where you want to get to, but there is potentially something blocking you or holding you back in the meantime. And that's why I feel that a lot of you have decided to retreat your energy from a situation. So we do see a completion as well this month for you, but I feel like in the recent past you may have had that awakening to the fact that this situation, be it in love, romance, or business, has run its course, and I think you've already sort of started to turn your back on it and maybe even take a few steps away from it. Maybe some of you have, had a trial separation from a partner, or have started actually looking for other work, putting your feelers out there. Maybe if it could be in friendships for you guys, and you've started to, look for other networks and friends, because maybe you feel like you've outgrown friendships, or friendships are holding you back in some way. But either way, the Eight of Cups shows somebody who is on a journey to greater emotional fulfillment, because the situation that they're currently in is not filling them up. It's just not aligned with them on an emotional level. So we have 8 cups here, but there's one big hole in them. So it means that, there's probably a certain amount of fulfillment in the situation, probably kept you engaged and happy for a period of time, but there was always something missing. Yeah, some of you might know what it is, or sometimes we just can't put our finger on what it is, but we just don't feel completed by that situation. So, this person here is on their journey to find that final cup, to move to a 9 and 10 of cups reality. It's kind of like that feeling, I always say this, but, doing a jigsaw puzzle, getting down to those last critical pieces, and 1 or 2 of them are missing, and you can never complete that picture, and you're just constantly left with that little sense of frustration, and, knowing that you can never have that full level of fulfillment in that situation. So that's really what I'm feeling with the Eight of Cups. And there is a reminder here to trust your gut again, which is a theme in this reading, Leo. The answers that you seek are within you. So tune into your inner wisdom And I think deep down you know what the best decision is for you. Now, current energies, we have the Three of Wands and the Page of Wands, yeah, because you're already looking elsewhere, Leo. You know, you're already exploring new options for your life. Be it in love, business, guys, general reading, you'll know what it is for you. But, you know, the Three of Wands shows somebody who, again, has turned their back on the past. So it's almost like, you know, the progression of, in the past, turned your back on the situation, started to take those steps out of it. And now this is somebody who's like, right, I'm not turning back anymore. I'm only about forward vision. I'm not interested in what's behind me. I'm only interested in what's in front of me. And it's time to manifest a new direction for my life. Because you know, Leo, that there was no success to be had long term in the current situation. And you can see, you know, by starting to retreat your energy, walk in a new direction, walk a new path, that there are ships of success and achievement on that horizon. And no, they might not come in tomorrow or next week, but there is great promise that they will come in. And, you know, this young Emperor here has a firm grip on the Ace of Wands, as does our Page of Wands here. This is about you re-exploring life, discovering your sense of passion, purpose, potential, enthusiasm, spirituality, passion. I think I said passion, sorry. It's getting all of that back. It's getting your mojo back. It's getting your life force back. After a period of time where I think you did have to dim your light to fit in, where you did have to play small, where you did have to march to the beat of somebody else's drum. This is about you stepping into your light, Leo, and being self-sufficient and successful in your own right. Now, Page of Wands. I love the Page of Wands. You know, the Page of Wands. Pages are, you know, about shift, change, progress, maybe even delivering a message. Page of Wands can be a passionate new message or offering coming in for you. The Page of Wands is somebody who is out there ready to explore new territory. We see the same theme in the Three of Wands. We have the link to three. There's lots of threes going on, and threes are the number of new manifestations. So this is about you ready to sow new seeds at the moment. Some of you might find yourself a little bit, you know, in the desert after deciding to kind of pull your energy back from the situation. That's just always, you know, a normal natural progression from removing yourself from a situation, Leo. Sometimes we find ourselves in the space in between where we haven't really, you know, moved into a new chapter yet, and our ships haven't come in, but we're sort of in the interim. But just enjoy it, Leo, because things are going to shift and change. But, you know, sometimes we have to kind of be in that holding pattern for a little while as well. But I think you're going to be, you know, getting ready to adventure back into life. And this is about you going through that period of self-discovery again, getting your energy back. So just enjoy the process. So near future outcome situation, Leo. Whatever it is that you were turning your back on and starting to pull away from, you are being encouraged or invited to end that situation and complete it. Because we have a number 10 here, and 10s are completion. Because the 10 of Wands shows that that situation has weighed pretty heavily on you. It can be a situation that, you know, overburdens you. Maybe you were holding a lot of the responsibility in that situation. You know, if it was with a partnership, maybe you had to do a lot of the work. Maybe you were the breadwinner plus the child raiser. In the workplace, it can be being the person that's carrying the team, doing the majority of the work, just always having to keep on pushing. Now, this person in the 10 of Wands is carrying that heavy load, and because he's carrying that load, it's blocking his vision. Now, he can make the journey from work to home each day because he knows the way. But, you know, with that vision blocked, this person here, you, Leo, can't see other paths to walk, other opportunities. So the idea behind this is that by releasing that burden, releasing that situation and completing it, your world is about to open up to you. And you won't find yourself in that space in between for long, but we need to clear the energetic space for it. And then, you might see opportunities that were actually there behind you, in front of you all the time, but you just couldn't see it because your vision was, clouded or blocked by that situation. So it's a metaphor, guys, saying that when we're often in the thick of it in a situation, we can't see the possible new beginnings and new opportunities for us. And yeah, just wanted to comment too, because it did actually come out in reverse, guys, that some of you might have been hanging on for quite a while. An ending card in reverse can mean that maybe you've been stopping that completion in a way, trying to hold on, trying to make it work. But we need to know when the time is right to allow a situation to end. So just release, surrender, and, bring that to conclusion. The Hanged Man, because the Hanged Man can also, talk about becoming stuck or stagnant. So it's time to release and move forward. And, the Hanged Man, he's waiting there, dangling from that tree of knowledge. He's not doing nothing though. He's waiting for enlightenment, or to get to that aha moment, that tipping point where he realizes, okay, now I know what I need to do, and now I know how to end this situation and how to move on with my life. So some of you may find yourself going through a period of, trying to figure it out, get all the facts, and then, you'll have that moment where it all clicks and you'll know what to do. They do talk about dying the death of the Hanged Man, guys, which is that traditional grief process, which starts with, denial that the situation needs to come to an end. And that's probably what you were doing before, with holding on and trying to keep it going. Then there's usually bartering. Well, what if I do this, this, and this? Maybe I can carry it on. If it's ready to complete, guys, that doesn't really work usually. Sometimes it will, though. It's not going to close that out for good. We can then experience, anger and depression and sadness before we finally get to a place of acceptance, right? So some of you might be experiencing that progression or those emotions, but you will reach a place of acceptance. And I think it's when you reach that place of acceptance that, we have that aha moment and it all starts clicking together for you. So the key with the Hanged Man is surrender, surrender to what really needs to be. Okay, guys, so advice from Spirit or Tarot. Just a reminder of what's under there. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay, so Judgment. It's about having that awakening, which, may be from that Hanged Man process. Awakening to the fact that, this situation did keep you small, keep you confined, like these people here in these small dark boxes for a period of time. And you might not have actually seen that while you were in it, Leo. But now I think that you're going to have the wake-up call and awakening to that perspective that, it did keep you constricted, and you are far greater than that. You can be in Nine of Pentacles reality, where you're creating your own success and abundance single-handedly. But I feel like you might have been a bit bound to somebody else. Maybe, something was draining your energy. You might have been involved with an energy vampire. But it's really time for you to free yourself. Like these people here, they've got nothing left to lose. They're going, well, any situation's got to be better than carrying on in this one, and I'm ready. Some of you might be feeling a bit vulnerable, a bit naked and vulnerable like these people here, but, know that you are moving on to bigger and better things. Judgment can be the card of forgiveness, so you might need to forgive a party that you might have been angry or resentful of. Can be also a card of the last call or second chances. So some of you may be able to salvage the situation if you make fundamental changes that are required to get it back on an even keel. And we have the Nine of Swords and the Lovers. Yeah. So, Tarot is saying that, you need to make that big decision, Leo, because before the Lovers was strictly a love card. It was the card of decision making, big decisions, huge matters of the heart. So it's saying that, you might have a huge heartfelt decision to make in order to shift what was a situation at the Nine of Wands, teetering on that edge of completion, over to a Ten of Wands ending. So, and it might be a hard decision, guys, but There are bigger and better things waiting for you, because the Nine of Wands shows somebody who has, weathered the battle, weathered the storm, feels a bit downtrodden, feels a bit hurt, a bit battered by the situation. So it's time to release from it, Leo. No more having to walk on eggshells, look over your shoulder. It's time to bring this to a completion so you can move on. That's what the Nine of Wands is about. It's almost but not quite. So it's time to use that last energy in the tank to bring this to completion. So at the bottom of the deck, guys, we have the High Priestess. We have quite a few links to intuition in this reading. So I feel like some of you are going to be reconnecting with your higher self. Some of you might be feeling really intuitive during February, and you should trust that. Now, the High Priestess also has the ability to expose truths or expose mysteries. So some of you might actually learn something about the situation. Some of you might start to be able to join the dots and have that hindsight to see it for exactly what it is. And, I think that information is going to be gold to you, Leo. It's really going to put things in perspective. And I think you're going to realize that what you are doing by moving on from this situation is the right thing for you. Okay, let's go to the Oracle cards, guys. Right, going to do these ones first. Trust the niggle and don't dim to fit in. So trust the niggle, guys, is trusting that gut feeling, because usually our intuition is always right. So have some of you had a feeling in your gut and your heart for a period of time that something's just not quite right in the situation? Have some of you kind of had that feeling like it's a little bit of a thorn in your side or a stone in your shoe? Well, trust that, because it is, spirit or your higher self trying to get your attention to take action, right? And we have don't dim to fit in. I'm going to read that one out to you. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Don't dim your light to accommodate someone else's smallness. We're all born to shine big and bright. The universe is expanding and you're part of the universe, so expanding is part of your nature. If someone makes you want to retract, notice and slowly back away. They are not for you and you are not for them. Better yet, find it within yourself to expand and shine your light anyway. Flowers don't open and close according to who is walking by. They open and show their beauty regardless. So some of you in that situation may have had to close down certain parts of yourself, dim yourself in some way. Maybe some of you couldn't be your authentic self. You couldn't live your truth. Some of you had to march to the beat of somebody else's drum, live by somebody else's values. Well, Leo, you're being encouraged to be fully and wholly you. And I think by releasing yourself from the situation that's kept you small, that's what you're going to be able to do. And we have the beautiful Brahma Oracle card, all about creation. I love this one. Let's read that one out. So Brahma, guys, is the god of creation. It is time to create. Brahma, the creator of the universe and all beings, has come to you with a message that it is now time to bring that idea to fruition. What is that idea you've been sitting on but haven't taken action? Now is the time to plant that seed into the earth and water it with your intention so it sprouts to life, benefiting all those around you. Brahma's rosary symbolizes the time cycle through which the world moves from creation to sustenance, from sustenance to dissolution, from dissolution to new creation. Which cycle are you on? Well, Leo, I feel like the cycle that you're on is the dissolution cycle. You're dissolving a situation that's held energetic space for a period of time. But next, what comes for you is creation, manifesting. I've got the references to 3 in this reading. So by closing a chapter, you create the space in order to bring new manifestations into your life. So it's a beautiful note to finish on, Leo. Leo, I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it's a wonderful month for you, even if it may have its challenges. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so it won't necessarily resonate for all of you. Feel free to leave me a comment, because I always love to know how it's playing out in your daily life, and I'll see you back here next month for another reading.